Hi, boys and girls. It's Miss Harling. Today is Thursday, June 11th, 2020. I'm going over the next page in lesson 12.7. Before I begin, let's go over the learning target. It says, I can use sides and angles to describe triangles. So in lesson 12.7, we've been learning about triangles. We know they're three-sided figures. We also know that triangles have different angles. You can have acute angles, obtuse angles, and right angles inside of triangles. So we're going to be looking at different triangles, looking at those different angles to describe the triangles that are there. So the problem solving page, boys and girls, for lesson 12.7 is page 738. So find that in your packet, and I am going to begin. Now, I already filled most of this page out, or all of it out, and I'm going to go over it with you, and then you can copy the information. Starting with number 8, it says, make sense of problems. It says, Martin said a triangle can have two sides that are parallel. Does this statement make sense? Explain. Your answer is no. A triangle has only three sides. If two sides were parallel, the shape would be open. You cannot have a triangle, boys and girls, that has two parallel sides, because if you did, it would not be a triangle. So please copy what's there. Your answer should be no, a triangle only has three sides. If two sides were parallel, the shape would be open. You wouldn't have a triangle anymore. Okay, so please copy that on number 8. I'll give you a few seconds. All right, while you're still copying, I'm going to just go to number 9. It says go deeper. It says compare triangles R and S. How are they alike? How are they different? So over on the right-hand side of the paper, you should see triangles R and S. Okay? Now, when looking at those two triangles, you should be able to tell me two things. They're asking two questions here. How they are alike, and how they are, different. So we have to answer two questions. So the first question is, how are they alike? They both have three sides and three angles. So that's how the two triangles R and S are alike. They both have three sides and three angles. Then it's asking you how they are different. Triangle R has three equal sides. Triangle S has two equal sides. So that's how they're different. The first triangle, which is triangle R, has three equal sides. If you look at the picture, every side is the same. Triangle S has only two sides that are equal. When you look at it, this side and this side are the same length. Okay? So please copy. If you're still copying, I'm just going to keep reading, going down to number 10. It says, think smarter. It says, use a ruler to draw a straight line from one corner of this rectangle to the opposite corner. What shapes did you make? What do you notice about the shapes? So Miss Harling already did this. Now, if you don't have a ruler at home, that's okay. I had my ruler, and I took it over here, and I drew a line from one corner to the next. Now, what do you notice? There's two triangles inside that shape now, right? And they're asking you, what do you notice about those two shapes? So what do we know about these two triangles? Well, Ms. Harling put a perfect square in the corner of each of them. So now I also know that both of those triangles can make a right angle. So that's basically what I wrote. Two questions, I gave two answers. What shapes did you make? I made two triangles when I used that ruler and divided that rectangle. What do I notice about the shapes? They both are the same size and shape. And I noticed each has one right angle. So please copy. Again, if I'm going too fast, you can pause the video, but I am going to keep going in a minute. So I'll give you a few seconds to get that copied, but I am going to keep moving, pause the video, copy what you need to copy, and then you can start it again when you're ready. All right, now I'm going to number 11. If you're still copying number 10 or number 9, it's still there. So number 10 says, think smarter again. It says, write the name of each triangle where it belongs in the table. Some triangles might belong in both parts of the table. Some triangles might not belong in either part. So there's a whole bunch of triangles over here on the right-hand side of the page. So let's look. You've got some triangles that have right corners in them. You should see some triangles there that are all the same length on each side. You should see some triangles there that have obtuse angles inside of them, and triangles that have acute angles inside of them. And again, like I said, triangles that have right angles inside of them, or sometimes they're called equilateral triangles where every side is the same. So we've got a lot of different triangles there. All three sides, but there are some differences too. I already filled in the table, so I'm going to go over this with you. Again, it says write the name of each triangle where it belongs in the table. Some triangles might belong in both parts of the table, and some triangles might not belong in either part. So here are the ones that have at least one right angle. Triangle L, triangle N, triangle P, and triangle R. And that's pretty evident to see because N, P, R, and L all have that square in the corner, don't they? So those are all the triangles that have one right angle. Pretty easy to see that, right? Again, N, P, R, and L. They all have that right angle. So that's why we put them over here on this side of the table. On the right-hand side of the table, it says, has at least two sides of equal length. Your answers are J, because both of these sides have the same length. O, both of these sides have the same length. What else? P, both of these sides have the same length. Or maybe it's this one. Q, both of these sides have the same length. And R, both of these sides have the same length, okay? So that's why we put in the table J, O, P, Q, and R. Okay, I'm moving on. I'm going to page 739, which, my friends, is the homework page. So, practice and homework, lesson 12.7. We're done with 12.7, so this is the homework page. I'm going to do some of it with you. The rest I ask you to do on your own. Now, listen carefully. This is the last sheet I think I'm going to do in this packet. There are some more lessons here. You can do them on your own whenever you want over the summer. But after today, I'm not doing anything else in this packet. So, practice and homework, lesson 12.7. Boys and girls, this is page 739, and you're also going to do page 740 on the back because the homework is front and back. Now, I did the first part of it with you. It says use triangles 1 through 3 and write A, B, and C, or C, then complete the sentences. So they did number 1 for you. Triangle B has 3 angles less than a right angle. Yes, they have 3 acute angles inside of that. Here they are. There's one, there's one, there's one. They're all acute. And they have 3 sides of equal length. Triangle C has 1 right angle. There it is. And it appears to have no sides of equal length. Every side on this triangle is a different length. Number 3, triangle A has 1 angle greater than a right. Here it is. Here's your 1 angle greater than a right, which is obtuse. And it appears to have 2 sides of equal length. So it has 2 sides that are the same length. This side and this side. All right, so I did those for you. I'm not going to do number 4. I'm not going to do I did number 4. Number 4 says, Matthew drew the back of this tent. How many sides appeared to be of equal length? Only 2. This side and this side are the same length. This is a shorter side. So only 2 sides are of equal length. All right. Then I also did number 5. It says Sierra made the triangular picture frame shown below. How many angles are greater than a right? So they're asking how many obtuse angles are in here. 0. Because when I look at this angle and this angle and this angle, they're all acute. Let me zoom in if you can't see that. They're all acute. So there are no angles in this triangle that have a right angle or that are greater than a right angle. All right, number 6 says, draw a triangle that has 2 sides of equal length and 1 right angle. So I already made that. Here is the side that makes the right angle, and 2 of the sides are of equal length. So this side and this side are the same length. Okay, and it says check your work. So you don't really need to write anything here. You just had to draw the picture. Okay, then on the back, I'm not going to do number 1. I'm not going to do number 2. I'm not doing number 3. I did number 4. It says Mason drew a quadrilateral. We know quad means 4, with only 1 pair of opposite sides that are parallel. What quadrilateral did he draw? Well, if you don't remember, we talked about this. It's a trapezoid. It has 1 pair of opposite parallel lines. So he could have drawn something that looks like this. 4 sides, 1 pair of sides that are parallel. This side and this side are parallel to each other. So there's your trapezoid. Okay, number 5 I did. It says draw a rectangle. It says draw a rectangle that has an area of 8 square units and a perimeter of 12. What are the side lengths of the rectangle? So here's a rectangle. We really talked about area a while ago, so that's why I wanted to do this one. All right, 8 square units is the area, so it would be 2 by 4, because then you could do 2 rows with 4 in each row. There's your 8 square units for area. We did talk about that, and that's basically an array. And then it says it has a perimeter of 12. Now, we didn't really do a lot with perimeter. You did that in 2nd grade. But if I put 4 here and I put 2 here, 4 plus 2 plus 4 plus 2 equals 12 altogether. So there's your perimeter. So what are the side lengths? I just showed you 2 units. There's your 2 by 4. There's your 4. 2 by 4. Okay, number 6, I'm not doing. Write a fraction of the square that is shaded. Okay, now that's it, my friends. I am not going to do anything else in this packet because tomorrow is officially the last work day of school. Monday is officially the last day for you guys, but tomorrow I'm going to put up some books. You know, I do like reading to you as well. These books have to do with math. They also have to do with some other things that I want to talk to you about or that I want to share with you in a book. So I'll be doing that. But we're done with the packet. I'm not doing anything else in the packet. I am going to put up another shout out later about the kids who have been working on iReady. Again, got to get that done. I'm going to be calling you again today to see if you can get on. I really hope that you do. I'm going to give Mr. Hahn the names of the students who have gone on iReady, those who've completed iReady reading and math, those who are still working on iReady reading and math, so that they can get a shout out, because I really appreciate them following my directions and getting on and doing the work if you're able to do it. Now, many of you do have technology at home which will allow you to do it. So I'm asking, please get it done. You have until Monday, June 15th at 3 o'clock to finish iReady Math and iReady Reading. That's it for now. I will see you later. Bye, guys.